Welcome to the Global Pulse, a short video series where our experts break down a trending topic in international business and why it matters to you.
Let's take a look at the government's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. In March 2020, the pandemic's spread caused the beginning of economic shutdowns here in the United States. On March 26, the U.S. Department of Labor announced that more than 3.3 million first-time unemployment claims were filed in the prior week, 5 times the weekly record set during the financial crisis. The following week, that number doubled to more than 6.6 million first-time unemployment claims. In response to the spread of the pandemic, in an effort to economically reinforce the public health needs of people remaining at home, governments around the world responded with a variety of fiscal measures. In the United States, Congress passed the CARES Act, which included the following 6 components: the Paycheck Protection Program, known as PPP, economic impact payments, which were the direct payments to households, enhanced unemployment benefits for those who are unemployed, the Payroll Support Program for airlines, the Federal Reserve facilities, and the direct economic aid to states, municipalities, and tribes. As the Assistant Secretary for Economic Policy at the U.S. Department of Treasury at the time, I was asked by Secretary Mnuchin to lead the implementation of the PPP. Global policymakers had a variety of goals that we were trying to simultaneously realize through programs like PPP. We were looking to keep households liquid and solvent, facilitate their compliance with stay-at-home orders, keep workers attached to their employees to mitigate skill degradation, realize the economic production that could be safely generated while relieving the burden on outdated state-based unemployment insurance systems. Within a week of the President signing the CARES Act, the U.S. Small Business Administration, in coordination with Treasury, launched PPP. The first $343 billion in lending was completed in just 2 weeks. To put the scale of the program in context, in the first 14 days, the PPP had done the equivalent of 14 years of SBA lending. By midsummer, the program generated 5.2 million forgivable loans totaling $525 billion. U.S. small businesses borrowed from more than 5,400 lenders, an amount equivalent to 2.5 times their monthly payroll, and then used the funds over the preceding 24 weeks to fund payroll, rent, mortgage interest, and utilities. At the conclusion of the covered period, borrowers are able to submit a forgiveness application to their lender demonstrating how they complied with program requirements. In December, Congress made the forgiveness process even simpler and approved nearly $300 billion more to provide second-round PPP loans to those businesses particularly hard hit by the pandemic. In recent research I've conducted with former colleagues at Treasury, we estimate that PPP resulted in 18 million fewer Americans being unemployed than would have occurred absent PPP. This is the equivalent of a 12 percentage point reduction in the unemployment rate and demonstrates why the unemployment rate in the US peaked at just 14% in April. Timely, temporary, and targeted fiscal policies like PPP were essential to mitigating the global economic impact of COVID-19.